Hello, everyone. I am Kyla Tesmer. I am a Platinum Certified Whole Brain Teaching teacher. I will be teaching fourth grade this year, ELA, which is a little bit of a change from my third grade positions the last couple of years. I am in North Carolina, and today on our live, I am joined with the amazing Susannah.
Well, thank you, Kyla. Hello, everyone. I am Susannah Austin. I also am a Platinum Certified Whole Brain Teaching instructor. I also teach fourth grade on the East Coast in the same time zone as Kyla, but down in Florida. Welcome to our latest installment on how to set up a model whole brain teaching classroom.
Yes, we are so excited that you are joining us, whether it's for the live watch party or later on. But we have previously recorded this video, but we will be live down in the chat to hopefully answer any questions you may have, drop important links for you to use, and to read all of your amazing advice that you might have for everyone. If you're watching this after the live, it's a good idea to tag one of us if you have a specific question. That way we can try to get it answered for you. However, our whole brain teaching community is amazing, and we know that someone will get in there and answer or give advice if we don't get there right away.
That is right, Kyla. And just like the amazing book, link is down in the comments if you haven't bought yours yet. These sessions are modular. You can add what you want when you want it.
Exactly. Remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. It is so easy to add all of these different whole brain teaching elements throughout the whole year. When you're ready to add an element such as stories, which was a video we have previously done, or maybe even wonder words, you put a poster up, you cover it with a log, and the kids come the next day excited to see what they might be able to unlock that day.
That is great advice, Kyla. But I have to tell you, I first heard about whole brain teaching in April several years ago. So I had that whole spring and that whole summer to prepare for the next school year. And I started with everything I saw. But most of you watching don't have that much time. School's either about to start or it already started. So please go slow to go fast, and don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Exactly, Susannah. Give yourself grace, as we all need to as teachers. But with that, we want to remind you to go back to watch our previous lives that we have shown on rules and virtues, the super improver wall, and stories, because today we're talking about an element that you most likely will not use on that very first day of school. Today we are talking about Scoreboard.
Yes, Scoreboard is a whole class motivator, much like stories. While most teachers use stories all year long, I put mine away once we earn 100 stars and open Super Improver. Then I start playing Scoreboard. It's a fast-paced, dice rolling game. Speaking of dice, yes, these are as big as they look. Here are 2 dice that I picked up yesterday at Five Below. And if you want to know more about how to play Scoreboard, there's a great YouTube video by Sarah Tillincast, better known as Skittles. The link will be down in the comments.
Also, make sure that you check the Whole Brain Teaching website. There you will find a good explanation of both how to set up your scoreboard and how to play that scoreboard. But since a picture is worth 1,000 words, let's look at some examples we found on Facebook. Here you can see Laura Forehand, and these first 3 that we're going to show you are from a few years ago. And since then, Coach has changed the points that you see at the very top from Turtle Wolf to Turtle Hawk. Here we have Pam's Starboard, which in January, she kind of morphed both the scoreboard and her stories into one and called it Starboard, which is a great reminder that you make things work for you. We also have Dana's, and you can see that hers is set up, and she's already taken a picture while she is in the middle of playing it during a school day. And next we have Susannah's board. So talk to us, Susannah, about your board.
All right, thank you, Kyla. So I spent very little money on my first scoreboard. The most I spent was on the magnet I made on my Cricut for the title, and I probably used scraps for that. I copied and pasted the graphics from the Whole Brain Teaching sources on Teachers Pay Teacher, laminated and sprayed to prevent glare, and stuck some magnet dots on the back. I made the grid with graphic grid tape, and the Amazon link for all of these will be in the comments. And honestly, Kyla and I don't get any kind of reimbursement for sharing these links. We're just trying to make your job easier. As you can see on that fall, I divided my class into 4 times to play, 2 before lunch and 2 after lunch. And I gave them more chances to win as the day went on and their energy and engagement levels fell. That year, I simply put up points with a dry erase marker. Last fall, I decided to use magnets to put up points. The kids loved the clicking noise this made. I also divided the game into 2 sections, morning and afternoon, and there was no difference in winning chances. But last spring, I removed the grid and added a timer and a scorekeeper. Now, these are pretty pricey elements, so I would wait for a while before adding them. Of course, the links will be down in the comments, but one hint, if you do buy the scorekeeper, charge it every night like you do your phone. Oh, and it has a remote, so you can add points from anywhere in your room.
Next, we have my portable version of Scoreboard. My board on my whiteboard was very plain. I didn't spend a lot of money. I half the time just used a marker to split my day up rather than any of the tape. But I found that I move a lot in my classroom, and you always kind of needed to be closer from the room to give hawk points and turtle points. So I had this great idea of using a small dry erase board that was magnetic, and I had students in charge of giving the hawk and turtle points. It sat on the corner of their desk, and I could walk around doing my lesson, and I could just say turtle or hawk, and the kids would say wham or oh yeah, and that person would go ahead and give a tally in the correct spot. Now, this took some training because whoever was in charge would sometimes forget to give those points, but we did a lot of practice, and trust me, the rest of the class would help remind them, which you would think would be disruptive to the class, but they were so ready to improve if they got a turtle or keep improving if they got a hawk that it was a quick don't forget, and then it was silent and it didn't interrupt my teaching. I really enjoy using my portable scoreboard during the day.
Okay, now teachers, just about the time you think we're done with Scoreboard, there's something brand new from Coach. Mega Mania Scoreboard. Look at those locks. What a great upgrade for later on in the year when you need to combat habituation. Teachers, don't show all your tricks the first week. Keep something in your back pocket. Mega Mania Scoreboard can be found on slide 83 of 100 graphics for the 2nd edition on Teacher Pay Teacher. And Kyla, it's what?
It's free!
Yeah, that's right.
Susannah, thank you for reminding me to not bring things out all at once, because we see things like this and we get so excited. I want to use it day one. But if you use everything like you said, the kids are just going to get bored and they are not going to be excited where we wait until January when their energy level dips. You get this sucker out and you are ready to roll. So everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this short live all about setting up your scoreboard in your classroom.
And please be watching for our next installment. Kyla's super excited about this one. Alpha Hawk Wall. Bye-bye, everybody.